Hi everyone, just a quick video on analyzing your Wi-Fi. With everybody working from home, often the problem with your connectivity has got to do with your Wi-Fi, not your broadband connection. So one of the things we want to do today is just show you how to have a look at that and address to see if your Wi-Fi is working for you or not. So in analyzing your Wi-Fi, we're going to chop across to the desktop and we're going to show you that there's actually an app in the App Store that can help you. So if you go to the App Store and you search under Wi-Fi, one of the apps that'll come up is Wi-Fi Analyzer, and it sits there. So here's Wi-Fi Analyzer by Matt Hafner, and it's a free application, so you can then just click the Get button and it'll download it. You can sign in with your Microsoft account, or you can just do it anonymously. I've opted just to do it anonymously, and it's going to download the application, install it, and configure it for this machine. Let's wait while it comes down. It shouldn't take too long. It's not a very big application, so it won't take a lot of data to come down, and it won't take too long to come down either. And you'll get the little icon on the bottom here where you can say launch it. Now that you've downloaded it, you can launch it. You can tell it that it can turn on your Bluetooth and wireless network, and you can tell it that you're in South Africa. What it'll then do is it'll then analyze your networks and show you what it can see. So here you'll see all the networks that are listed, and it'll show you the relative strength of them and what's going on. When you look at your analysis, this is really where you'll get to see if you've got overlapping Wi-Fi frequencies or not. Now your Wi-Fi frequencies should all be in the same range. If you're running an enterprise network like we do at the office, it means that your radios are running in the same frequency, and you should see bumps like this. Now wherever you've got overlapping bumps, it means that your Wi-Fi signals are running on frequencies which overlap, and each time they overlap they will halve the amount of bandwidth that you have. You can have a similar situation here where you've got multiple radios sitting in the same frequency. Now all of these radios are set to a certain width, and you'll see the width of the bump at the bottom here. In some of your pictures you might see one that's twice as wide, that's using up twice as many channels, and the newer Wi-Fi routers try and do that. And when you're using twice as many channels, your chances of overlapping with your neighbor's Wi-Fi or a neighboring Wi-Fi are very large. So therefore, often it's better to set the width down, and you'll get more throughput because you're not overlapping with another frequency. So it's really good to fire this up, have a look and see what does this picture look like. Now there's some horrible pictures I've seen where there are 10, 15, 20 odd signals in this area and they're all overlapping, and you just don't get to have a decent Wi-Fi experience at all. And it's really just a case of making sure that you've switched off things like printers that might have a Wi-Fi hotspot of their own, and they're not using the main Wi-Fi to connect through. You might have cell phones that are running hotspots. You might have all sorts of things. And what people don't realize is they say, I'm not having a good experience on the main Wi-Fi, I'm going to fire up my cell phone hotspot, and the next thing, both of you are having a problem. Neither of you get a good experience. This is the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, and if you're lucky and you've got 5 gigahertz capability on your laptop and on your network, then you've got a lot more channels to play with, and it's a lot easier to go and find some free space in this frequency range and get yourself some high-speed networking. It means you can not only go to this 5 gigahertz frequency, but often you can use the wider settings to get more throughput as well. So the best thing to do is analyze what's going on with your Wi-Fi, see what is happening on the frequencies, and then from there decide what needs to be done. And it's as simple as downloading this application, installing it on your Windows, and having a look. It also helps us from an IT perspective that when we log on to your machine, this app is installed, configured, we can open it, we can go and have a look and see what can we do as far as that goes. And that is it for today's little lesson.